Hi friends, it's Rabbi Briskin with a thought for Shabbat. If you come to Shabbat services on a given Friday night, you will often hear me say these words to the Bar Mitzvah family right after they have recited motzi over the challah. You blessed it, now eat it. It may sound like a simple instruction, however there is much more to it. A bracha, a blessing, consecrates the act we are about to perform. If we recite a blessing and don't follow up with the action that it commands or blesses, such as eating some bread after motzi or taking a sip of wine or grape juice after kiddush, if we don't follow up, it becomes a bracha levatla, a blessing said in vain, its purpose having gone unfulfilled. When a Bar Mitzvah family recites motzi on the bima, we want it to mean something, to be authentic and honest, and so we invite them to tear off a piece and eat some. A popular meme that has filled many of our Facebook pages in the last couple of days speaks to this expectation of following through after a blessing has been recited. Rabbi Mark Asher Goodman posted something that every rabbi knows, but perhaps we don't teach as explicitly as we should. In Judaism, he writes, if you say a prayer over something and then fail to do the requisite action that follows, like blessing bread and not eating it, it is a bracha levatla, a blessing said in vain, which our sages teach is a sinful act. What follows in his meme, however, is truly the message of this week. If you pray for victims of gun violence, but do nothing, they are words said in vain, which is, as the rabbis teach us, a sinful act. It is very hard to get our heads around the horrific murders of 19 fourth graders and 2 of their teachers. Sadly, however, we have been here before, and far too often. Too many people offer their blessings, their thoughts and prayers, but little changes after that. Any conversation, it seems, among folks with differing views about preventing gun violence is kicked to the curb. Some demand action to create sensible gun legislation that will ultimately reduce incidents of gun violence and save lives. Some resist any potential limits on gun ownership and instead focus more attention on mental health resources. In the end, these thoughts and prayers are said in vain, and doing nothing is a sinful act. Thoughts and prayers become holy only when they lead to action. Friends, I am sad and I am angry and I am appalled at the inability of too many in power to even consider creating legislation to help create some sensible safety measures. If the polls are true and 90% of Americans support some level of gun safety legislation, why is there such resistance among so many of our political leaders? What are they afraid of? So go ahead, offer your thoughts and prayers. However, if you are in a position to act and you don't, then, as our tradition teaches, you are offering a blessing in vain and committing a sinful act. May there come a time when our thoughts and prayers truly lead to positive change. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be God's will. Shabbat Shalom.